So I'm Marcus C. Evans Jr., State Representative, the great state of Illinois.
Welcome. You are also president of the NCSL, which we are here.
President-elect.
President-elect.
So I officially take over Wednesday afternoon.
Wednesday afternoon. Okay, so we're a few days away.
Yep.
So talk about the impact of this 50th anniversary. We're here in Boston, the birthplace of democracy here. What's so important about this year?
Well, any institution that can sustain for 50 years, that's a good thing. And it's 50 years of following a mission of bringing legislatures together. Whether you're Democrat, Republican, North, South, East, or West, how can we bring you together to strengthen what you do, which is operate and make laws for the citizens of the United States, not a group of states, not a handful of states, not the chaotic states, but the United States of America.
And why is this institution so important? I've spoken to a lot of your colleagues over the last couple of days. Talk about the importance of this particular conference.
Well, our federal government was created by state government. State government is the bedrock of this country. It's what makes us unique. No one around the world has 50 individual bodies that come together to be one, to be strong. And NCSL, the National Conference of State Legislatures, is all about strengthening the legislatures. The process of making state laws, expending state dollars for the betterment of the citizens of this country.
I've heard so much about the bipartisan spirit that is alive at this conference. What do you attribute that to?
Where it's following the mission. And I don't even know if it's bipartisan. It's truly nonpartisan. We wear badges, and the badges don't have Democrat or Republican. It has what you are, which is a legislator, and it has a state that you represent. And it says that, are you interested in strengthening your stance? Maybe you're very, very liberal, maybe very conservative. We want you to be the best that you can be because we're all different, but at the heart of it, we all want great government.
We've heard many of the legislators here this week talk about cuts to health care, cuts to early childhood education, SNAP benefits, Medicare. Talk about some of the issues that are in your district that are most concerning to your constituents.
It's definitely the cuts to health care. Life starts with staying alive, right? That's the most critical. So keeping citizens alive and healthy and well is most important. I would like us as a country to focus on health care, to fund more health care, but that's not the view of every legislator. So we should talk about those things here at NCSL, and hopefully we can come together and send a message to the federal government that we do value funding of those things. But every state legislator is different. Some would like to see cuts and more efficiencies. Others would like to go beyond what we currently fund. This is a great venue to have that discussion on what we value. Budgets are a reflection of our values. We have different values, but we all have some level of value. My value is that we increase spending in healthcare, keep people alive, give people the optimum healthcare that they can get. But there's differences in those views, and we discuss those at NCSL.
Talk about your role, President-elect, in terms of what you are responsible for on the national level.
Yeah, well, first of all, NCSL has a mission. When you become a leader of an organization, do you want to value the mission? I value the mission of NCSL, and I want to reinforce that mission. Respect, camaraderie, strengthening the legislative process, strengthening legislatures, and encouraging legislators to be informed, to work across the aisle, to work as a body, to produce the best for the citizens. I want every member of a legislature to be here. I tell all members, if you're not here, come here. Come here and learn about healthcare. Educate yourself to make sure you're the best you can to serve your people the right way.
I've also heard a lot about people wanting to understand where artificial intelligence is going and how that is going to be used in legislation. Do you have any concerns about the technology right now, or is this something that we're all just kind of waiting to see what happens?
Oh, very much so. But I love the history of technology. I mean, we were concerned about the effects of the automobile. We were concerned about the television. We were concerned about the telephone. We were concerned about the internet. All of these
Y2K.
Yeah, Y2K. Right? All of these technological advances are going to have an impact, right? And it's scary, quite frankly. You don't know what's coming. And that's the interesting part of technology. We don't know what's going to come. I mean, right now we have a device in our pockets that we can watch TV, make a phone call, send a text message, and an email. You know, 30 years ago, that was a fantasy.
Right.
So I don't know where we're going in technology. I just want to make sure government can do its best to keep up with technology and properly protect and regulate. No matter what the tool is, I want to protect the citizens. AI is a wonderful tool, but I want people's privacy protected. Artificial intelligence is a wonderful tool, but I want it to be used in a proper way to secure our citizens, particularly our seniors and children.
In terms of, there are many freshman legislators that I've met as well, and they're just so happy to be here, just to observe, just to kind of get their feet wet, if you will. What
Yes.
can you say to those? But then also, we have some who have been here for like the last 20 years.
Yes.
It runs the gamut. So what is your message to both the new and the seasoned? I won't say
Before-
old, seasoned.
Before our new legislators, we say thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for stepping up with the willingness to serve, right? And then what I would say with them is go to conferences, meet people who are like-minded, but most importantly, meet people who are not like-minded. Have an ear for the opposition. Have your core values, but be flexible. Listen to others and take other perspectives and seek out varying views. That's very important. And what I say with the older members, the more veterans members, the more experienced members, is I would encourage them to keep that same youthful, brand new energy. Never ever feel as though it's the way it is. Always look for the future and innovation. Connect to newer members, encourage them, and enjoy the process. Whether it's 30 years or whether it's 2 years, have a great time serving.
So let's throw in a sports metaphor. I know that you are a basketball coach
Yes.
back in Chicago. So
Official, I referee.
you referee. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
I'm a
All
sports
right.
official.
So even better. So, if someone has advice about how to even just get started here, how to open up that door to have that first conversation, whether it's across party lines or across state lines, what's your advice to them?
I can find a sports metaphor in any situation. But I would say jump in the water, right? Get over the fear. Pick up the ball, right? Don't be afraid to get on the field. We overthink some things, particularly very smart folks, too analytical. Just get in it, We're at the conference, and I tell folks all the time, find someone that's not like you. If you're from New York, find an Oklahoma Republican. If you're white, find a black guy. If you're a woman, find a man. If you're from Seattle, find someone from Florida. Seek out different folks. Connect, because we're all so similar. If there's 1,000 things we can agree on, it's probably only 10 things we disagree on. Let's focus on what we agree on. That's what we do here in NCSL.
President-elect Marcus Evans, thank you for stopping by, and best of luck.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.